Now, last but not least is number 3, which is transparency sells better than perfection. And you probably wouldn't be surprised that I would share this, but I think especially in the times that we're in, this is more important than ever. Right now, when buyers are faced with a lot of challenges around reducing their discretionary spend, extending their runway on the essentials and reducing risk, that they've got lots of things to focus on. And if you're creating friction in the buying journey and making it hard for buyers to, to engage, to evaluate, to decide, to sign the contract, to implement, guess what? Your product, service, technology, whatever it is, falls down to the bottom of the priority list. Part of that, a big part of that, is this idea that transparency sells better than perfection in terms of helping the buyer have to do less homework, making it easier for them to make a confident decision. So the point around this is what I talked about earlier, and that, like, why do you think that you read reviews and why they're so pervasive in everything we do, buy, and experience today? 96% of us look at reviews before we make a purchase of substance that we haven't bought before. And the amazing thing about it, though, when we think about transparency, is that 82% of us, and that's actually data as of about 3 years ago, so it's probably even higher today. The way we're wired, we go right past the 5-star reviews and go right to the negatives. 82% of us do that, 4 out of 5. And when a product's review score, the average is between a 4.2 and a 4.5, those products actually sell at a higher rate than products at any other average star rating. And what that means is 4.2 actually will sell better than a product that's got nothing but perfect 5.0 scores. Now, obviously that skews a little different based on what industry you're selling, like children's products skew a little bit higher, books skew a little higher, some other things skew a little lower. But the point is that imperfection sells better than perfection, and that we need to embrace our flaws because we're all wired as human beings to want to see that first and hear that first. And that's why we should be leading with it. So, a great example of that is to think about in the B2C world is IKEA, where IKEA doesn't hide the fact that when you walk into the store, you're going to have a hard time finding what you're looking for. Once you do, there's not going to be any salesperson around to help you find what you're to help you out. You're going to have to write down the code or take a picture of it with your phone, because the plan is that you're going to go down to the warehouse yourself and find the boxes, roll them onto a cart that miraculously doesn't have brakes. You're going to jam them into the back of your car Tetris style. You're going to drive home with an injury or two. And when you get home, you thought that maybe you left all the fun at the store. Not quite. Wait till you open the box. There's 150 parts and no words on the work instructions. And once you F-bomb your way through that assembly, what do you end up probably doing? Saying, gosh, we should have bought the end tables with this bedroom set. IKEA, the #1 furniture retailer in the world for 9 straight years. And the experience is horrible. But the point is that they don't hide any of that. They don't pretend to be full service. They don't pretend that they're going to deliver it to your house assembled and help you feng shui your living room or whatever it is. They tell the world, listen, we're going to give up certain things so we can be great at our core. And our core is giving you modern Scandinavian design furniture that you didn't pay much for. So it's time for us to think about that in all of our businesses. What are we giving up to be great at our core? What is our modern Scandinavian design furniture that you're not paying much for? And what is your, find it, pick it, pack it, roll it, jam it, and assemble it? And I think all of our organizations have that.